How y'all doing today? Long time no see. I've been watching people's videos, trying to understand how they did things. Cherokee survival had to watch some things. I was watching a 3-man movement drill on how to get your hostage out or take over another person's area. It was with tactical technician and backwoods prepping. Now take a good look at it, how they was going. You got your 3 areas right here you should be watching, and you got this guy here, and this is tactical, and they was trying to cover this area here in a zigzag motion. But then he gets here. He said he couldn't see nothing because it's a blind side right here. He couldn't see nothing, but he can see over here. There was a wagon that was right here. Well, I was looking at that. That don't sound right. Why would you have your open person out here holding a gun and you trying to shoot? And it's been automatically, no, that's backwoods right there. That's tactical. But I was trying to figure it out. Then they return. They're going back this way. You see what I'm saying? There's where he would be at. And then this guy would go this way. And then they'd team back up. Only thing, he didn't have no safety zone. He didn't even tell you had a safety zone. Doing that drill. 3-man movement drill. And I'm sitting there looking at that. I'm going like, okay, you're going to go through here like that. So that's 4 men instead of 3. Second, I noticed that tactical and this guy here and this guy here, they wasn't looking for tripwires. They wasn't looking for limbs that breaks. You know, a little popping sound like snap, 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 snap. About like hearing this. You hear it? You hear it? You hear it? You hear the leaves moving. I don't know why they didn't stress on it. That's what you're supposed to do when you're sneaking up on someone, or you're trying to check a person out, or you're trying to get a hostage out. You can't make noise. And what if you did have a tripwire out there? Man, you'd have been messed up. I couldn't figure that out neither. I mean, that was the first thing. And then you got your safety zone. And then I noticed it was cutting off in a 55, 45 degree angle. Well, if a guy's here and he comes out fighting, the first thing he's going to do is shoot straight out. So that's going to pop you right there. Or he's going to pop you right here. And then when you stop, he's already got 2 guys right there because he's trying to figure out and run away. See, that's the difference. This guy here, he'd have been popped first. See the direction. Him and him. He got shot that way. But you got to think about it. You could get shot that way. Tactical, think about it. Because you could not see because you didn't know what you was doing. I was thinking about that. How would you do that? Sneak up on someone, you're doing that. And you're stepping on limbs. Stepping on limbs. You could hear it a mile away. Because I knew where he was at. And if he was that far away, the guy would hear it. That's backwood right there. He was videoing it. But he would have heard it. I couldn't figure that out. So I just do like I used to do when I was growing up. Now when I go looking for people and stuff, and this is what we used to do. We'd do a scenario on paper, and it's like what they call war room or commanding center is what the military uses it. Well, we'd be doing that all the time, but we'd always map it out. We don't like to lose. No one likes to have that. So let's get on over here to mine. Now we're going to look at mine. See, I'm mapping mine out. Oops. There's things you didn't have. You should have had. You should have thought of it right off the bat. You won't be able to see everything. But yet, we already established that we was going to have a safe zone. Second, I'm zigzagging just like they was, except my man got here. And he stays covered. I'm coming in at 35 degrees. I'm in an angle. I'm watching that area right here. See what I'm saying? Then I'll back out just a little, and I'll come back in. I'm right against the wood almost. Oh, you didn't know? There's an old TV show we used to call. Now, my man would be over here. You see where my man comes in? He's coming in from the far side. He goes around. He's doing that number right there. He's doing a J. He gets right here. Then he goes around and gets right here. Then he snoops around and gets right here. He snoops around and gets right here. Snoops around and gets right here. And then he snoops right here and lays it down. At the same time, I'm getting here. If he's doing the same as I am, he should be almost accurate with me. For a little off. Because I got to look inside there. And something that you should have thought about. And I mean, you should have thought about it big time, big man. One of the things we use is called a microscope. Oh, you should have had something like that. Oh, man, I'm looking around the building, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm looking around the building. And it's just like that. But when I'm looking for people, and I was in overseas and stuff, we carry shit like that. That sucker goes out. Look how long it's going. And instead of having a round one, I used to have a square one. It's for creeping around. It's called a microscope. So I don't get shot. They don't get shot. We know what's around. And then when I come backwards, I go in reverse in the exact same formation that I should be. But you see what I'm saying? You didn't have one of them things, man. You should have had one. I mean, that would have been the first thing I'd have had. If I'm doing a 3-man drill for a hostage, or I'm trying to find out if there's a man in the house. I don't want to be shot. My people don't want to be shot, see? I'm using my brain. You know who else uses their brain too? And we actually, everybody uses these. And it was even on McGYVER's show, because he don't like weapons. So he has to invent things. If you don't have this, you can take your mirror off a bathroom, like some Navy SEALs do, and bust it and get him a piece of glass and hook it to one. Because these things stretch out, boy. You see what I'm saying? It's called a microscope. This one right here is used for auto mechanics. Bodyguards uses one similar but a lot bigger square for bombs and shit. Hell, SWAT teams use it for auto mechanics. Navy SEALs use it for auto mechanics. FBI uses it. Everybody uses that microscope so they can get out. And then we go back in the same routine. We come back down through here. You see what I'm saying? We come right here. You see that little dot right there. You see it's a space right in there. So I can see inside there. And it's costing. You know how much it costs right there. Let me bring it up a little bit closer so you see what it says. See, it's called that. Look how much it usually costs. Between $5.41, say $6, or $14. And the people who uses most of this stuff is auto mechanics. You see what it says. The military elite and the squats and the FBI. Nobody likes to get shot. You see how we routinely go back to the same routine. I'll go back towards the window, then I'll cut deeper, then I'll stop. That gives this man right here time to run back. And then he'll stop. And we take turns. I won't go out here. I'm going to go follow him. I'm going to go straight the same way. You see the difference? While my man over here, he's the sniper. He's the last one that's going to try to sneak out. You see how he's coming out. And by the time we get there, we go back into the routine. We routine the road zag, and then we're back out here. This is called a safety zone. You see, so nobody got shot. We look for trip wires. We look for leaves. We look for sticks. We don't need to be stepping on sticks. We don't need to be stepping on leaves. We don't need to be hitting no trip wires. When you're doing a 3-man tour, that's the biggest thing to the darn 3-man movement drill, is to make sure you don't step on no leaves, sticks, or booby traps, wires, anything. The other part is right here. You use a micro or telescope right here. A good old telescope works. Now, if you're in the Middle East, you know what a curved shot is. That's a gun that actually, it's a 45, and it sets, and then they just turn it, and it goes just like that, and you can see everywhere, plus that gun's right there. So if it's doing that, and my hand's the gun, and get a toy, and you want to see it, it goes out just about like I see it. It goes out, I'm walking, I got to see around the corner at the same time carry my gun. It turns. I get to see everything around just like that. It's straight, but I need to see around the corner, and I turn it to around the corner so I see everything. Exact same thing with a telescope. See what I'm talking about? So the right way would probably be mine, looking for trip wires and string. And then I'm going over here because I'm supposed to be looking for someone, and I'm using a telescope. That's usually $6 or $13, so I don't get shot, my men don't get shot. And then we move back doing the exact same thing. No sticks, no leaves, no trip wires, and we get back to the safety zone. My other man will come back behind me doing it just like that. And then he comes down. You see, he's doing a J. There's another J. Then he shoots. He gets over there, another J. Another shoot, another J. You see how he's doing it. And then we get back to the safety zone. Now yours, look at yours closely, man. Look at yours closely. Do you see any kind of J's? You hear leaves popping all the way down, all the way to right here. So that man could have been laying down. Him, he could have been standing up just like you. Both of y'all been popped. I was trying to figure that out. Trying to figure it out. A 3-man movement drill for hostage. And I was just doing deer hunting, and I'm doing the same thing I do deer hunting. You see, that's the exact same way I do deer hunting. I don't mind carrying me a telescope that costs $6 or $13. I can make one. It's a lot damn easy to make one. Ain't that hard when you look at them. Take a good look at that big guy. That ain't very hard. That ain't nothing but what piece of metal. Oh, see, look at that. It's a piece of metal. Ooh, look at this. Oh my God. This thing's growing up. I can go all the way up about 7 feet with this thing. And I can turn it anywhere I want to go, boy. It'll even go in circles. It's a McGYVER telescope. It's what we use in mechanics. Why didn't you have one? If you need to make one, go get you an antenna off of a car, and you can use it. I'm using this and as a pointer. See what I'm saying, Burn? Ain't that hard to make. Yep, ain't that hard to make. But I was looking the right way, which would probably be mine, and I was looking at a way that probably would get you messed up because they was making noise going through there. That's supposed to be a 3-man movement drill. Come on, Backwoods, you're gonna have to get a brain on that. You making too much noise in them damn woods trying to get to that damn barn. Think about it now.